Good morning, everyone. We are going to do some walking, and we're going to walk through some of the side streets of Brooklyn, New York to see how the cleanup is going. This is a day after the snowstorm. I wanted to start off with this nice walk. Look at the way these trees are just all pasted with snow. Like a nice winter wonderland kind of look. But I'm gonna turn around because we want to get right onto the side street. So I just wanted to share this nice little beginning of the walk here. So this is where I measure the snow here in Dyker Beach Park. And the snow that you see in front of you is about 22 inches. I mean, officially it is 22 and a half is what the National Weather Service gave us. They have some monitoring stations out here. I measured 22, to be honest. Some of the drifts here are easily 3 feet of snow. But as you can see, it's very hard to tell, as far as depth when you're looking straight on. But it's you're going to see when we get into the streets, you're going to see it is quite messy. Everyone is cleaning up here. So I just filmed a time capsule, by the way, and I will post it as a video short in the middle of the summer. And hopefully that will cool you all down when that pops up at some point, sometime in July or August. Very hard to see the screen, man. The sun is so bright, and the snow just enhances the brightness. Oof. So the temperature right now is cold. It is 29 degrees. So here we go. Below freezing temperatures. The snow is not really melting. The only exception is the streets are very wet from the salt. There are a lot of black ice patches. There's actually a black ice advisory for the whole area. There were a number of bad accidents overnight on the highways. So they have had to issue a black ice advisory. All right, we're gonna take Bay 7th Street in Brooklyn, New York here. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna stay on the side streets. Look at this, guys. A lot of snow. It looks like Buffalo. Buffalo, people wouldn't believe this. I'm sure there's people that live in Buffalo that watch the channel. Buffalo gets snow squalls that drop 6 inches of snow in 1 hour. So that's a fact. So this is like walking through a Buffalo neighborhood all winter. They're used to this stuff. We get a blizzard like this once every 10 years. Which was the last time we got, I think, a really big blizzard was 2016 or 2017 or something like that. So you can see he's clearing out. And there's going to be some sidewalks where I got to literally climb over snow. Like, looks like this one right here, guys. Look at this one in front of me. What is going... Oh, they built a castle, guys. Look at this. This is cool. Yeah, a nice little snow castle, it looks like. Look at that. And a little pathway here. They're getting a little creative here, making me do like a little S-curve path over here. You see these trees. Look at these trees are really... Some people are actually, knocking the snow off of the trees, which you should do if you can knock it off, because we had a bunch of nice trees and get torn in half overnight from the weight of the snow. I mentioned the temperature. It's also very windy today. You'll hear wind at times. I'm actually gonna walk by one of my friend's house. I wonder if I see somebody shoveling down there. I wonder if that's my friend. But he lives over there, so we'll see. We'll see when we walk by. So of course, I got to navigate around these piles of snow. So what I'll do is I'll probably take this driveway over here on my left. But then, when I come over here, this is where a car was. You got a little car imprint here, and I got to climb this. This I got to climb. Look, I'm gonna have to climb over this. Don't worry, I got my boots on. I got some really good snow boots. Don't worry about me. Basically like fireman boots. And like I said, this is heart attack snow. You gotta take it easy. Actually, this is right over where the school is. Go ahead there. Thank you. Sure, the school sidewalk is probably really... They have their own plows, so... I'm sure when we get down to the... Yeah, see, it's all wide over there. So, some more cars buried, and then you got this. This car is looks like it was inside like a garage or something. All right. I think what we'll do is we'll, for a short moment, we'll get onto 14th Avenue. Well, we'll get on 86th Street, then 14th Avenue, and then we'll go down some of the side streets to 80s. Look at all these cars. Always a big sign that you had a big blizzard or a snowstorm is when you see cars buried like this. That's always the telltale sign. Because that's a good scale, Very hard to scale people. People come in all different heights. But cars are generally all the same height. Sun is actually warm. Even though it's 29 degrees, I can feel the sun. So, snow is probably melting a bit. So you call that radiational heating. Air temperature is one thing, and then the sun hitting you is another thing. So let's look at Benson Avenue real quick. We were down here. We were on the other end of Benson Avenue. And you see that truck? Look at that truck over there. That's a truck over there, guys. Second one down across, parked down. That's a truck. I guess I'll take some tire tracks here to get over onto the sidewalk here. Let's take a look at the street here. You know what? I'm gonna stay in the street for a second here. Let's walk the street just for a little bit here. Kind of give you guys an idea of what it looks like after everybody shovels. See everybody, see this guy, he is shoveling off the top of his car. Yeah, this block. I'm gonna get on the side because there's a car coming down. There is no room for me on the street, so. So I was saying this yesterday on the live stream. A lot of people, maybe they've never seen this before or don't know the routine, but we all, for many years, since I was born, everyone shovels snow into the street. That's the only place you could put it. And then eventually what happens is the plow will come down, and that's why the plows run for days. That's why there's no trash collection. The sanitation department does our streets. So they'll be on plow duty for the next few days, and they anticipate, obviously, people are gonna shovel into the street. That's just the way it is here. We're doing that since the beginning of time. There's nowhere else to put the snow. Now you can, I guess, keep putting it on a pile, but all you're gonna do is hurt yourself. The pile gets really high, and then you gotta lift it over your head, and that's where you get back injuries and heart attacks. All right, hold on, guys. I'm walking on ice right now. Okay. We're about to hit 86th Street and the gas station. And she's just shoveling the water away so it doesn't turn into ice. Good morning.
Good morning.
So that's the one thing about this. You see her scooping the water away. That's because this all turns to ice at night. Look at this. This is crazy. This is the corner of 86th and Bay 7th. You got a pizza shop over here. I can smell the pizza. Pizza places do very well during snowstorms. Pizza and Chinese takeout. Those are the two money makers during snowstorms. And maybe bagel shops. There's Park Bagels. This is where I go to get my bagels, by the way. Alright, so what I want to do is get across the street here. Let's look at this right here. Oh, this is nice and cleared up. What I want to do is get down into the 80s. Here goes the park. We're not going to go in there. I guess we'll stay here and watch some traffic for a moment. If I get an opening, I will take it and go across. No, because this guy is coming too fast, this guy over here. All right, after this car. There we go. All right, we made it to, we're on 14th Avenue. I think what we're gonna do is go down to 84th Street. So I got a little bit of a mound I got to climb over here. This snow will be here for a while. I don't anticipate it sticking around for over a month like the last one, because we will hit some warm temperatures eventually. But definitely this week there won't be that much melting, because the temperatures are really not that warm this week. And by the way, I didn't mention this, guys. We will be receiving another possible inch of snow overnight tonight. That's right, you heard me right. Look at this block. We're going to walk down this block. Look at this. There's a lot of snow on the streets here. Walking in the sun on this one. Here we go. Walking with the sun in front of us is what I should say. I could have titled this walk "Walking in a Buffalo Neighborhood," and I would have got away with it. Easily would have got away with that. This block looks actually pretty good. I mean, they've really shoveled nice wide areas. I got the sniffles. There's ice. I gotta watch this ice. I'm walking on top of ice. What we'll do is we will make our way down to about 17th Avenue, maybe. Maybe we'll go to 18th. I don't know. New Utrecht Avenue. Play it by ear. As you can see, a lot of snow. And you can see the icicles. This place, those are fake icicles, guys. Those are not the real ones. Okay, those are Christmas decorations on this right here. So those are not the real ones. I thought they were real for a second. I was like, whoa, those. Now the ones I'm about to show you are real. So stay tuned. Right here. Right here on my left. Look at those icicles. Those are real icicles right there. Locally, the temperature feels like it's above 32. It is right now. I'm feeling a lot of warmth from this sun. So, I mean, I could open up my jacket. I'd probably feel great. This right here is 15th Avenue. Got a little bobsled track going on over here. That's what it feels like. Got to climb over this. I don't know if you guys are noticing this. Very hard to notice, actually. But I notice. I have an eye for this stuff. You can see where some of the heavy snow bands set up, because we are now on a block. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of snow on this block, but I just saw a spot. We just walked by that fire hydrant, and that snow only looked like it was 6 inches high. And that's the thing about snow totals, right? So you get one neighborhood like Bay Ridge, believe it or not. Bay Ridge came in with the lightest total out of everybody. I mean, I think it was like one total, like 16 inches. So I don't know where that measurement got taken, but I'm sure there's parts of Bay Ridge that got 22 inches, 23 inches. I mean, when you look at Brooklyn as a whole, the average height of the snow is 20 inches, so. I was putting snow totals in the chat room yesterday on the live. Basically, Central Park officially got 19.6 inches or something. That's the official number. You know, I don't go by that. Staten Island came in with 2 feet of snow. 2 feet on Staten Island. Staten Island is always going to get the most snow out of the 5 boroughs when we have these kind of storms. When we had the blizzard of 96, South Brooklyn and Staten Island had the most snow. We had 36. I think they had like 37 inches. And then I had called it. I said, you know, Eastern Long Island was going to get the most snow and the worst winds. And what happened? They got 29 inches of snow out there, and Montauk Point recorded a wind gust of 84 miles an hour. That's category 2 stuff, guys. That's category 2 hurricane winds. That's wild. I feel like there's less snow in this area. See, if you look, like a lot of the snow is not shoveled. This is just snow. You can see how, like, it seems like this area right here got a little less snow than where we started out in my neighborhood. I mean, obviously, with all the snow piles from the shoveling, you know, that makes it look like a lot of snow. But like, look at this pile right here on the corner. It doesn't look as high as the other ones we've been walking on. So this is 84th Street still. This is a two-way street over here when you get past 16th Avenue. This is the old former part of the Kings Highway route. Long time ago, before they redesignated all the streets and started putting down homes and stuff. That church right over there, that is where the New Utrecht Reformed Church used to be. You guys know I'm always talking about it when I pass it on 18th Avenue. That is not the original church, but that's where the original New Utrecht Church used to be, which is now just straight in front of us, 2 blocks down on the other side of the train tracks. But this area right here where we are, where we're standing, is one of the oldest Dutch settlements in Brooklyn. I don't know if you guys know, there's a cemetery over there too. You got some tombstones in that cemetery that go back to the 1600s. Yeah, look at this. They really made sure to clear out this fire hydrant. Looks like most people already cleaned out. If you were watching my live stream, it was funny. At one point, everyone came out at the same time and started shoveling. It was like a TV show. And you guys can watch the replay. It's up. I mean, guys, you didn't miss it. If you missed the live show, you could go back and watch it. If you go into my channel, go to my channel homepage, click the live tab, and you'll see there's 2 of them. I broke it down into 2 videos so that I was able to save all the footage. The first video is interesting because that is the first 12 hours. So you could watch that from the beginning where the streets were all wet, and I had people coming into the chat room and saying, "Oh, it's not that bad. It's not going to snow. This is overhyped." Of course, I was trying to explain to people that, you know, it takes time for the temperature on the ground to drop for the snow to stick. So I will say this though, if it was a cold day, if that was like a 20-degree day where the sidewalks were already cold, that would have been an extra 2-3 inches of snow on top of what we had. So look at this landscape, huh? These are some big corners here. A lot of snow that's not even touched. Well, like I said, it just seems in this area seems like they got less snow over here. This big pile. This is a pile left over from the last snowstorm that has now grown. So you could bet that pile is probably going to be there till spring. Meteorological spring starts actually this weekend, March 1st. And then regular spring is March 20th. March 20th at something, I think it's like 10:30 in the morning. I don't think it matters, but that is the exact moment that we hit equinox. So well, I lied. I said we were gonna probably go to 17th Avenue. We've passed it. This is Bay 16th. We were here a couple of weeks ago, I think. We were down here, but let's Let's cut down to another side street. Look at this car. Look at this, guys. The ultimate car protection. There's another one over there. Look at that. So that's a lot of snow. So there you go. So look at all the snow. This is where you can really get a good measurement of snow. That's a lot of snow right there. That is easily almost 2 feet of snow, if not. There's a lot of snow on that car. And don't worry, the trains are running. Might be some delays, but the trains are running. I think what I'm gonna do, I gotta pick a side street here, so. We're kind of on a side street. We're on a base street, but I want to get onto like another, what's this over here, 81st, so we'll hook around over there. And look at that, underneath the train tracks, you guys saw that part of the video I showed you. That was amazing how all the snow is just caked underneath, which is very rare. And you can see even today, still up there. Not like yesterday. You see a lot of the snow has dropped. But there's still snow up there. This is actually what you're looking at right now. This is more normal of what you would see. This is the more normal look when you have a snowstorm. But if you remember yesterday in that walk I did, I mean, it was... looked like it was waterproof and painted all on the side of the steel, iron, steel, whatever they use. This is New Utrecht Avenue. I'm walking like right in the middle of New Utrecht Avenue right now. Wow, 81st Street looks like it's had better days, huh? Look at that. I think what we'll do is we'll walk up this way, though. You know what we'll do? We will walk up to my old former junior high school. We'll walk up to Dyker Heights Junior High School, which is all the way up on 12th Avenue. So we're on 17th right here. So it's going to be a little bit of a journey. And I think, yeah, schools are open. I was just thinking about it. Yeah, schools are open. This is, I know I said it, but just in case you didn't hear, 81st Street. We are on 81st Street right now. Here's a good example, guys. Just only feet away. Look at the snow here, right? And then when you come over here, look how low it gets right here. Look at the way it just... Look at how low it is over there. See that? Like just only a feet away, you could see how much of snow probably was being carved by the wind. That's why you have to, it's always important you measure snow, you always measure your snow in a wide open space, like a park. Because what happens is a lot of these buildings, any kind of structure, even a garbage pail, will change the direction of the wind, and that's when you get like those crazy like drifts and stuff. Look at this up here. That's all gonna come down, like probably maybe in the next hour. That's gonna slide right off of the awning. God bless this little old lady. She's working through it. I don't know if you guys can hear, but there's a little bit of a breeze coming in from the north to west. That's the cold winds we have today. Temperature is, when I started the walk, it was 29. It's only going to get up to 32 today. It's not going to be much warmer, so I mean, really not going to make a difference. 3 degrees with this kind of wind. Tell you, they did pretty good. I mean, all these sidewalks are clear. Oh, well, you know, yesterday everybody came out and started shoveling at around 2 o'clock. So yeah, it was plenty of time to shovel before the sun went down. There's one of those cameras that are, when you walk by, it goes, "Hi, you are being recorded." You know what I always say, "Show are you." I'm just not saying it. It looks like you got a snowman over here, guys. Cool little snowman. This is the perfect snow for making a snowman. There's a elementary school here on my left. That is not Dyker Heights. That is PS 204. This is PS 204 on my left here. Dyker Heights Junior High School is up on 12th, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna get up to 12th, and then we will walk. The final leg will be from, it'll be a really short leg. It'll be from 81st to 86th Street. And by the way, guys, I wanted to say, I should have said this in the beginning. I guess I'll put a little footnote in the beginning of the video, but I am going to take a break. Not a big one. So you guys know I'm going to stop right here because I'm not going to make it in 5 seconds. But I usually, this month was normally the month I take a break, and I told you guys I wasn't going to do it. That we were going to just go right through February with content, walking around. But now with February about to end in just like by the time this video goes live, 3 days, I'm going to take a little break at the end of the month here. So this will be the last walk that you guys see until March. March 1st starts. March 1st is on Sunday. And guess what? It's a repeat month. And what that means is all the days are going to line up the same way they lined up in February. So guess what we get to do a second time? We get to do a walk on Friday the 13th again. We did Voorhees Avenue in honor of Jason Voorhees, from the character from Friday the 13th. So, and we started on East 13th. So maybe we'll do a walk on 13th Avenue on Friday the 13th, or maybe we'll do East 13th, or maybe we'll do something. I just got hit with snow. It just fell off the tree. You can see a lot of these properties just covered in snow. If you guys notice now, we're getting back into Dyker Heights. A lot of snow all piled up everywhere. Well, technically, we are still in Bensonhurst right now. I believe, I can't remember if we just passed 15th Avenue. So you want to get past 14th Avenue to officially say you're in Dyker Heights. But, people around here, they'll take both. Dyker Heights, Bensonhurst. I mean, people, I always find this funny. You get this a lot. Crispy pizza, you know how popular they are. Every time somebody does a video about Crispy, they say they're in Bay Ridge. Trust me when I tell you, Crispy Pizza is not in Bay Ridge. It's nowhere near Bay Ridge. That's the crazy thing. I could understand if it was like on 10th Avenue or 8th Avenue or something, but 13th Avenue is nowhere near Bay Ridge. Not even close. But we get that a lot. You say best pizza place in Bay Ridge is Crispy Pizza. It's actually Dyker Heights. Thank you. All right. Well, I can't cross the street here. That's about 5 feet of snow, so I guess I'll go this way. We are passing 14th Avenue right now. Oh man, where am I going, guys? Let's go this way. Let's just do this. Right here. There you go. So most of the shoveling you're seeing are just, I guess, minor adjustments or people shoveling out their cars. That's about it. Right now we're walking up the hill. We're walking up the Dyker Heights hill. About to cross 13th Avenue. Look at this. This car's got a lot of snow on it. Here you go. Here go some cars right here. Look at these two right here, guys. There are cars underneath that. I promise you. And by the way, you can see how high the snow came. Some of it is plowed, though, to be fair. But there's a lot of snow on that car. They're buried. And these are some of the blocks that you will find a lot of nice Christmas light displays, of course. During Dyker Heights Christmas lights. Definitely no Christmas lights today, though. Thank you. Good. All right, we're gonna get up to the 12th Avenue region in a moment. This is where you probably see a lot of snow up here because it's the hill. Higher elevation. You can see, like up here, you can see where the wind was blowing up against the wall. Very low levels of snow on this side. All different types of heights of snow throughout the area. So I'll walk in the street here. It looks like this street, so this street, guys, it looks like it was never plowed, or you know what it is? It was plowed, and then, you know, obviously everyone shoveled the snow onto the street, and it hasn't been plowed since. That is where a car once stood. That right here is, did I say there right here? That right there is Dyker Heights Junior High School. I'm walking on about 4 or 5 inches of snowpack right now, by the way. And now I'm coming back down to the street. It's kind of weird. There's a lot of snow on this street. And like I said, you can see how, come right back into my neighborhood, there's a lot more snow over here. and that is looking up the hill. That's, you got another block after 12th Avenue till you hit the top of the hill. I'm concerned that car's going to come right around the corner right when I'm over here. Make a turn onto the street and I got to move. That's always how it works out, right? Here goes Dyker Heights Junior High School. Where are we going to walk for the last leg? On this side or that side? I think what we'll do is we'll go on this side. I don't know what happened here, guys, but there is no way really to walk. It looks like somebody pushed the snow out as they backed their car out and flattened it all on the corner here. So we're going to enter the walk on 86th Street. We just turned on 81st, so we're going to walk 82, 83, 84, 85, and 86. 5 blocks. This avenue right here, you guys have seen it on my channel and on other channels. This is the most packed sidewalks during Christmas time when they're all looking at the Christmas lights. Now it's nice and quiet. Nobody's here. Nobody cares about us anymore. They only care about us for 1 month out of the year. Look at this tree. That's actually really beautiful. Look at that. Big pine. Look at that. It's got all that snow on it. This is on the corner of 82nd Street and 12th. I'm going to do some climbing here. You'll see a lot of snow in this neighborhood, man. We got hit pretty hard, man. Has to do with the elevation. Only 100 feet, 150 feet, 200 feet. That's how much higher we are than the rest of the neighborhood that we just pretty much walked up half of that. There's still like another 100 feet that you got to walk up, but you get up into these high elevations in my neighborhood here and you get all that snow. And this sounds kind of crazy, but it's all you need. You only need a couple of 100 feet difference in elevation to get the worst winds and the worst snow. Look at that. Look at all those trees. All the pines going up this block, all covered in snow. (83rd Street) and this is 83rd and 84th are the steepest streets for the hill, going from 12th to 11th. Wow, look at this tree. Oh man, guys, this is a tree. I'm gonna stop right here. Look at this tree, is just totally covered. Look at that. Is that crazy? That's nuts. And it belongs to this house over here. So I don't think you want to be hanging out underneath it. Should I like touch it? Should I it's pretty glued. By the way, we have engine 284 next to me. This is the this is 84th Street. Might recognize this house. This house always has the big snowflakes during the Christmas time. Now it has a bunch of snowflakes. There's real snowflakes all clumped together. This is the house on the corner of 85th and 12th that had a really bad fire years ago. It's been a while. Fire started from a battery, maybe like an e-bike or something, but it was battery related. So. It's 85th Street, looking up 85th. See if I could get around these mounds of snow. All right, so I want to thank everybody for tagging along. Stay with me to the end here, because you're going to see a really nice sight here. See all the covered trees inside the golf course with all the snow. That's where we'll end it. We'll end it right on the corner here. I'll give you guys a nice, wow, look at that. That looks amazing. What I'll do is I'll stop here. I'll end it here, but I'll give you guys a nice big pan to show you all the snow in the park here. This is where we'll end it. Let me get in a spot and I'll show you the whole thing here. So here we go, look. So all right guys, so this will be my break for about a week or so. I'll see you guys in March. I hope you guys all stay warm, and I will catch you guys all on the next walk. So take care. Thanks for tagging along, and bye-bye.